admit something to you, Alex?
Sure, what is it?
Despite the fact that I said I was ready when you actually started singing, it took me wildly by surprise.
Oh, wait, we're going on!
Like,
oh, shoot!
like, there was a part of me, like, in my soul, like, you know when you get a tightness in your chest and you're suddenly surprised by something? I was like, oh shit! Like, it's very, very strange.
No, that's just a heart attack, Ethan.
Oh, it's the forever nap now.
The forever nap is coming. Anyways, hey everyone, play Guts and Glory. I was thinking, I was like, you know what? With us playing Pokemon, and you know, honestly, it's Pokemon, so there's not a lot happening in terms of like actual conversation. So the convos tend to like go into weird places a lot, you know? So I was thinking, you know what we need out here? We need a healthy dose of stupid. And I think this is a good healthy dose of stupid. Like, I think this is where it's at.
Why would we need a healthy dose of stupid? You're the...
Don't give yourself too much credit, Ethan. But anyways, so I've been awake at this point for 21 and a half hours, give or take. And I'm feeling great. I wasn't feeling great before, but I'm feeling great now, and you know why? I'm gonna send you the picture why. Bada bing, bada boom. That was part of what I did today, and I was very happy about it.
I remember reading somewhere that that's a lot of McRibs, my god.
That's a lot. I got 6 McRibs.
I remember reading somewhere that the McRib's gonna come to the UK at some point soon, and I keep forgetting because, right, I work right next to a McDonald's. And they're open 24 hours a day. I could just grab a McRib on my way out of work. Mm-hmm. If they start doing them.
Here's the thing about the McRib. I've never met anybody that has a differing opinion than one of these, okay? You love it, you hate it. That's it. I've never met someone with a differing opinion from that. And me, can you guess which side of the spectrum I'm on, Ethan?
You hate it, but you also hate yourself, which is why you,
nailed it. Okay.
Oh my god, Alex, Larry there is how I feel.
Yeah, I was looking at Larry. Wait, hold on, is there really 33 pages of characters? No, okay, I thought that was a real thing. No, I mean, I'm kind of feeling like we should be living like Larry out here. You know what I'm saying?
For a bit of context,
God.
Alex hasn't slept yet. I, on the other hand, have slept repeatedly. But I've been shitting myself inside out, which is why I'm a bit low energy. Oh, there goes his legs and his limbs.
We're living like Larry out here.
Did we win? Is that
I want to try that again. I want to see if I can do that faster. Just for funsies.
Wait, was that correct?
Yeah. That's what we want to do. Okay, we're still good. We could salvage it.
No, you can't.
We can salvage it. It's just right there. Living like Larry. Wait, living like Larry. I think I actually did that slower somehow. Wait, no, 3 seconds faster. Okay, yeah, I'll take it.
Okay,
you know?
that looked a lot slower because you missed it.
I missed it several times. It's okay, you know, I don't like the way that guy's looking at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, not a big fan.
Alright. John and Jimmy, let's go. Just like the good old Happy Wheels days, dude. It's just like, we're back in 2013 again, you know, dude?
I never played Happy Wheels. I've never seen this. I'm like dimly aware of it because I think I feel like Game Grumps did something on this at one point.
I have no idea, but I'm having a great time. I can wheelie this shit. You see this shit, dog? This takes talent right here.
Have you it's been a while since I've watched Game Grumps, but I'm still subscribed to them. Have you noticed that every single video they put out now has like a really weird clickbaity title, so it's hard to like follow what they're actually doing?
Well, no, it's not. Oh my god, I'm getting shot. It's not even that. They went from like, you know how you like the Let's Play thumbnails where it's like you just have like the background and then you like number it like whatever episode you're on. They changed that too.
You mean the way we do it?
Well, yeah, because that's the easy way to do it. They changed that too. They changed that so that like every single episode they do of a Let's Play has a wildly different thumbnail, and that's just like, no.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, I could do some background music, no background sound, and I tried to watch some Game Grumps, and I was like, I don't know what any of this is, and I hate And I hate anyone trying to teach me.
So
why are we getting shot at exactly?
Because we are doing an obstacle course, and I'm here with my son, and I'm teaching him that the world is a dangerous place where there's crossbows around every corner, automated to kill you. And the only way to get around it is to take some sweet-ass jumps, dog. I was supposed to go down that ramp, but I don't need to. Those are landmines. I'm pretty sure those are landmines.
If you...
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Does in order to be a crossbow, does something have to actually use a string to fire it? Or does it just need to fire a bolt?
I don't have the answer to that question.
Because I'm just sat here wondering if you could fire a crossbow. I think you could put hats on them.
Why did I just die instantly? Okay, well...
But I was just thinking that you could theoretically, like, have a pneumatically powered crossbow that just, like, blasts the bolt forward with air. But I don't know if that's a crossbow at that point.
Ethan, what goes on in your head?
I just explained.
I know, but that's a weirdly...
Click on the... Why don't you click on the hats? I think you can put hats on them.
I don't need hats.
I want a hat on the boy.
The weak.
Hats
are for the weak.
Yeah, and you are weak. Put a hat on the boy.
No, I'm doing great. I have not died yet, okay?
Yeah, you did. I saw it. It was very weird. You died as soon as you spawned in, but it happened.
Oh, well, yeah, that one doesn't count.
well, that's... Shut up.
Yeah, you gotta... Ethan, you are incredibly low energy right now.
We could... Whoa, what the fuck? Wait, what?
I see the stars, the sun. Do you see it, little Jimmy? Look at its glory! I don't know how to get out of this. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, had an existential moment there for a second.
Glitch in the Matrix, it's fine.
Oh, I was probably not supposed to do it like that, huh? Hang on, I can do this.
It says something about rolling in the air, which is interesting. I don't fully understand what that could mean.
Maybe I can like, No, that didn't work. Well, I broke that. I broke that potted plant. I've ruined it for everybody. How in the world do I get in there? Can I go over, maybe? No, I don't think I can. Well, shit.
Yeah, roll in the air to pass.
How do you roll in the air?
It literally had the buttons on the screen. Read it before you go.
Oh, the bumper. Ah! I don't read this shit.
Don't be
cool.
Fucking Aaron, okay? Don't be like, yeah, I know how to... I couldn't watch him play watch the Game Grumps play Stardew Valley, just because it's just completely ignored everything that the game tried to tell him and then called the game dumb because he didn't listen to anything the game said.
No, I love Aaron, but the one that got it for me was like, I really like the N64 Zelda games. And he was always complaining about, like, Ocarina of Time and saying, like, oh, Majora's Mask is, like, the much better game. I love that a lot more. And then he got to Majora's Mask, and it was, like, he hated it. And I was like, okay.
Now, to be fair,
it said it was Y to eject. I can't... It's B to eject. That's just... That I didn't change the keys. That's just lies and slander right there. There.
But to be fair, the Nintendo 64 Zelda games are terrible, so...
No you.
I was really hoping you'd be like, oh, have you played them? Because then I could, for once, I could actually say, yes, I have. I have actually. Did not care for them. Didn't play Majora's Mask. Played, Ocarina of Time?
Oh, I love Ocarina of Time.
Didn't care for it. Not a fan.
Well, out of curiosity, why?
I can't remember. It was years ago. All I remember is
Okay.
that I paid out the nose, because it was back when I had a GameCube, to buy, there's this, like, weird...
They're dead. I just killed them.
There's this weird, release, that had, like, Majora's Mask. I think it had, like, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, and like, Wind Waker? I don't know, it had, like, a few, games on it, on, like, one disc, for the GameCube, and I didn't care for, I played Ocarina of Time under the tutelage of a friend of mine who had played who was a big fan of him, and I didn't care for it.
In my humble opinion, and this isn't necessarily just the nostalgia talking, though that might be a factor, the N64 Zeldas. Well, it probably is, but even so, like,
unquestionably. And like just games from before, so the people who, like, even shit I love from, I'll like happily admit that most of the stuff that I loved when I was a kid kind of plays like ass, just because they're from an earlier time before we like codified what the, especially from that era of like early 3D when like we mostly like developers mostly didn't know what they were doing because they were still feeling out how to actually make reasonable feeling controls and area design in 3D.
That's true in some cases, and I could understand the argument that like the controls in the like those Zeldas were not
also
like, perfect.
Anything on the N64 with that controller has got some fucking some shit to answer for.
Not really. Honestly, Mario 64 still holds up in terms of like actual like how it plays. Like, it's totally fine.
I disagree.
I mean, you're welcome to, but it like that shit like. Games now do movement worse than Mario 64 did.
And I'm objectively correct, because I'm...
Well... Hey, there was a landmine there, did you know that?
It's just something about...
like
about
right
the machine he's on being fine.
I don't like this! This was the wrong man for this! God, he goes so fast. Look at all of them!
Why are there blue balls?
Because they're shooting at me. I'm being blue balled.
But why though?
I'm being blue balled. Also, Jack and Jill are fucking terrible. But I'm gonna play them anyways because that's part of that's the meme. Oh God, this was a horrible idea. I'm fine. I'm good. Everything is fine.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah, what's up, Ethan? What's going on?
You know the Steam store points thing they started doing, where you could buy like animated avatars and stuff.
Yeah.
People
What's
like,
up?
oh, this is an interesting new thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that or is it not exactly the same as like the Xbox is like, oh yeah, well, you can buy gamer tag pictures. Like, it's the exact same thing, right? Except you don't pay money for it.
I mean, no. I guess actually, yeah, no. I don't think it's comparable. Because granted, they might have like animated ones, but like because you can put your own in. Like, I've never once put an animated one in because they're just worse. Like most of them.
Well, no,
and
but
a lot of times you like, won't even see them.
No, I just said they've done the same thing, but because it's functionally exactly the same, except for the fact that there's like no reason to engage with it. Like it's the same setup, but
I guess I guess if that's the comparison you're making. I have an idea. So this controls like ass.
Around.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna drive around because I physically cannot make that jump. This kid sucks. I know it looks like I'm just steering horribly, but the wagon has momentum that carries you as well. So, This is actually a lot worse to do than it looks. just die. Just die! Jill, just die! She's dead. I've killed her.
She really hangs in there, doesn't she?
Yeah, she was getting dragged along the ground. But she would not let go. I touched your butt. Look at that guy. That's a good guy right there.
It's just, I like seeing on leaderboards how many, because I actually use the animated, like some of the animated like avatar things.
Yeah, because you're a lame loser guy.
Yeah, it's just, there's only so long I can use a picture of Dong Zhuo with a fucking owl for a head.
Says you.
Why did the Xbox not let you use your own picture?
Because
stop you putting a big old dick on there?
Well, there was no way to upload it.
They could have just done a website.
I mean, yeah, but like, and they started with it where they didn't, and so there was like no way to like actually upload it. So the way that they did it was, if I remember correctly, you have your like base profile pictures. You could get more by having certain games and like playing them, and then there were also packs for those games that you could also buy.
Well, you could buy one separate from the packs. Like, separate from a game.
Yeah, you can do that too. But like, a lot of them came in like packs that you would get.
I'm sat here desperately trying to remember what mine was.
I know what mine was. I don't know what it was from, but I know what it was.
I know what, like, because I have a fucking Microsoft Xbox account, like, now, but because I had to buy, you know, because I play Sea of Thieves, and I bought it on the thingy. And it's, I think...
That's a cool level.
I think it's the pirate LeChuck from Monkey Island. The ghost pirate LeChuck.
Yeah, I know what my picture is. I could not tell you what it's from, though. Actually, you know what? I can show you what it looks like. Come on, please load it. Please actually load the picture. Are you fucking shitting me?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for your delectation, Alex's gamertag picture is the generic icon for not having a picture.
It's just, it won't fucking load. Are you kidding me?
Oh, dude, so close to
what if
50k gamer score, my god.
Can I do another way? This is a name checker. This will just tell me it's gone, won't it? It won't actually display it. Nah, used by another gamer. Can I not? I want to find the picture.
Sorry, I now Xbox
tag
search. I need to see if I can find my old account now.
I can't. It's not gonna show it. It's not gonna fucking show it, is it?
To be fair, I think accounts past a certain time might just not show them anymore because mine doesn't have it either.
That's dumb because I used it for a Halo Master Chief Collection I played 6 months ago. What's your gamer tag? So I can see if your picture shows up?
It doesn't. I've just searched it.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, well that's a shame. If I ever find it, I will show it off. Actually, I can find it. I'm gonna put a picture in of what it is, in post. There you go. That's what it was. Don't know what it's from. I thought it looked cool though. And this is gonna be great, Ethan, because you have no context for this image. So there you go. I didn't play Zoe yet. All right, let's go, Zoe. I don't like the way she's like sitting on this. It looks weird. Oh, this thing controls like ass. Oh god.
You know, I'm sat here, I'm looking at it. Apparently the last time I logged into this account was 9 years ago.
Yeah, that's a hot second.
And there's like varying games on here that I wish had gotten PC releases.
Like what?
Fable 2. For one,
I mean, technically, it did get a PC release. It's
no,
just,
that was Fable 3.
Oh, was that? Oh, that's right. They skipped Fable 2, didn't they?
Yeah, Fable 2 never got a PC release, and Fable 3 had one for like 20 minutes.
Something has gone wrong. This is incorrect, I think.
This can't be my own. True. Okay. Crazy physics bugs in this garbage game. Great.
Yeah, that was special.
When I was very young, back when the Xbox 360 like first started being a thing, I got hold of my older sister's credit card. And when I say older sister, I'm talking not the one I live with, like older than the one I live with. She's now like 47. This older sister of mine. My oldest sister. I just blew £200 of her money on Xbox Live Arcade games.
Okay. All right.
The main one I remember was, of all things, Joust. Which, if you don't know, was an old-ass arcade game about knights riding on, if I remember correctly, it was ostriches.
All right. That's the one you want? That's
what I wanted, yeah. I really wanted Joust.
Well, only if you're sure, Ethan.
It was a great game. I enjoyed it immensely.
Yeah, you haven't really sold it to me yet.
I'm not trying to. I'm just, just saying that I once stole £200 of my oldest sister's money and I spent a portion of that on Joust. Oh, dear.
So anyways, mine was Enchanted Arms, which is a deeply flawed game, but I liked it.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, I was talking about that shit, wasn't I? Yeah, fuck. Damn, shit. But no, another game that I wish had got on the PC was Margin in the Forsaken Kingdom.
Not sure what that is.
It was, I think it was a Namco Bandai game.
This is gonna be very difficult.
It was like on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Was it Namco Bandai? Oh my god, actually, I think it might have just been Bandai. I think it might have been old enough that it was before Namco and Bandai were one company. And the way I could best describe it was almost like...
Oh no. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me, please. Well, it didn't do it to me, I just died running into that, like, stupid pole.
It had a bit of a... I can't remember what it's called. That one game by the dudes who made Shadow of the Colossus, where it's like a child and a big dog.
Yeah, well, I think I get you, yeah.
It's not the Last Guardian. Is it the Last Guardian?
Last Guardian was a child and a big dog thing.
I think that's what it was.
There's also Ico, which was, I never even played that one, so I have no idea.
It's Ico.
Is it Ico? Okay.
It's Ico. I never played it either. I played Shadow of the Colossus because Shadow of the Colossus.
I've only ever heard of it. Yeah, I played Shadow of the Colossus. I heard of Ico, and then fucking whatchamacallit, Last Guardian. I heard not great things about.
But it was like it almost seemed like it was trying to be like the Last Guardian, where it was like weird kid and big, strange, dumb monster working together to solve shit. But it came out, like, in 2010, so, like, 7 years before The Last Guardian came out. But I believe The Last Guardian was in development, because The Last Guardian was in development for, I think, my entire adult life. Like...
Yeah. And that was the product that came out of it somehow. This is a very hard jump to make. Oh, I'll do an easy front flip. Oh, I want
Shadow of the Colossus on PC.
Isn't it not on PC?
No. Sony exclusive, my guy.
Oh, just fucking emulate it then.
No, I'm lazy.
Dude, PS2 emulators are so easy. Like, what are you even on about?
You say that. I don't. I tried to play the original Monster Hunter on a PS2 emulator, and it did not go well.
I have played maybe like 40 games on a PS2 emulator.
Well, it depends. It depends entirely on the game. Like, there's some games that just don't work.
My track record of PS2 emulated games is no fails, basically.
Like, I tried to do Ratchet and Clank, it just didn't work. I tried first one.
I don't know which one that is. I played Up Your Arsenal, and that was fun.
Ratchet and Clank. It's just Ratchet and Clank.
That's all it was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have to make it through this.
Also, they have different names in the UK.
Oh, well, I played whatever the equivalent of Up Your Arsenal was, and that one worked fine for me.
I think Up Your Arsenal might have been called Going Commando Up something? I can't remember, it's been a long time. But no, it's like it's like where you get whole lists of like which games will run or not. Because, like, some of them just won't, and there's just, like, a bunch of fucking really weird graphical glitches of the first Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of weird graphical glitches, I did actually have one really funny one. And, Final Fantasy X, when I emulated the PAL version of that, because the PAL version just had more things on it for some reason. I think it was just because it came out later.
Isn't Japan PAL?
Is it? I don't know. I thought Japan had a separate version for it.
Well, I mean,
like, it came out in Japan first, and then, like, US release, and then, like, PAL.
I think there's, like, PAL and then Japan PAL. Like, I think they're...
Yeah.
Like, I think there's the PAL regions, and then there's...
Yeah. Because if I remember correctly, I think the order was
no,
Japan
other way
came out...
I'm dumb, it's the other way around. It's, like, there's... Wait, hang on. Wait.
Well, in any case, the Japanese version came out first, and that was a super buggy game. Then,
God, did you know there's a third one?
A third what?
Region.
What's that?
There's NTSC, which is also Japan, so yeah, it's NTSC and Japanese NTSC, so there's often major differences between, like, American NTSC copies and Japanese NTSC copies of shit.
Yeah, this is... Okay.
Fantastic. And then there's PAL. North America and Japan is like NTSC, and like other parts of like Asia and parts of South America, that's all NTSC. PAL is like big chunks of Africa, almost all of Europe, Australia, you know, I think China might be PAL looking at this as well. And like the rest of South America, and then there's SECAM, SECAM, which is like one country in South America.
Yeah.
Random parts of Africa, Russia. I think that might be Germany. No, France.
Germany was
France.
Included. Okay,
no,
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Germany is included in PAL.
Well, you think France would be included in PAL, but apparently
yeah, I would think France would also be included too. That's a bit weird.
It feels like there's just random other parts of the world plus Russia are using this SECAM thing. That's really odd.
Hey, you want to play the Yang family or Pedro?
Yang family.
Yang family and the nice golden like Subaru dude.
Want to kill as many Asians as I can in one car accident.
So let's go, dude. This is the one. Why did it drive me to the wall? Don't worry about it. I gotta go to this wall now. Let's go, Yang family. We're gonna be just fine.
I mean,
pretty sure it's a cannon shooting at us, but you know, don't worry about that.
Oh god.
Don't worry about it. That is 100% a can. Shh. The sounds associated with that. Like, what the hell would I just listen to? Okay, I don't know if this is the vehicle for this though. I think this is gonna be bad.
So I asked Will if he wanted to play Deep Rock Galactic with me after me and you were done recording. He's back from work, and I've told him that I'll let him know when me and you are done. But in the meantime, he's apparently decided to take it upon himself to just spam quotes from Deep Rock Galactic at me.
Oh yeah, that does sound like a Will maneuver.
That does sound like something Will would do. Oh, did you just run over your wife?
She's fine.
Is she?
Uh-oh. She's fine. We're all fine.
Have you ever...
The entire Yang family is okay. Where did the kid go? Did I lose the child somewhere as well?
No, the child's like clipped in there.
Oh, it's the first aid kit. That was for some reason I thought that was like the thing of cigarettes or something. Don't know why that came to mind.
Have you ever heard of State of Decay? There goes the child and the wife.
Oh,
dude, Mr. Yang's finally free.
Yeah, he's finally free. I don't want to be around this stupid family anymore. I'm getting out of here.
Are you familiar with State of Decay?
I know of it by name. That is it.
It's
Earl.
It's an It's an interesting couple of zombie games.
Yeah. Ow.
Yikes.
I can't turn. I've lost my arm. I can no longer turn in one direction. I can only turn right now. Well, I hope I'm coming at this at the right angle. Get it? Because I can only turn right. Well. I don't think that bone is supposed to be there.
No, that's the dick bone.
The dick bone, dude?
Yeah, how do you think you get an erection? It's the dick bone moves.
Well, that's why they call it a boner.
A boner, yeah.
I'm gonna die. This is very difficult.
I was about to disagree with you, but I realized... Do you ever realize that a sentence you're about to say is complete horseshit, like, just gibberish, before it actually starts coming out of your mouth?
I have heard you speak, yes.
How dare you. I just realized that I was about to claim you had hepatitis and that was in some way affecting you. But I don't think there's any aspect of hepatitis that would cause it to make you bad at video games. Although, to be honest with you, I don't actually know what hepatitis is.
I mean, I actually
know it's...
I'm not sure either. I know
it's bad. It's not an STD. It is not.
Are you sure?
I am pretty fucking certain hepatitis is not an STD.
Hepatitis. Inflammation of the liver.
Yeah, so unless someone's fucked you in the liver, I don't think...
Wait, you think I can't get fucked in the liver? How do people get hepatitis?
Contaminated food or water.
Food, water, or close contact with the person or object that's infected.
It's not, so it's not.
Well, now hang on a second.
No, just because technically the close contact could involve sex does not make it a
But
sex.
if I have sex with someone who has hepatitis...
Actually, no, that's actually explicitly how to not catch it. The only way you can be sure you're not going to get hepatitis is if you are constantly fucking people with hepatitis. Very strange disease. It's like it's like a reverse Jason Voorhees, you know? The only way to avoid it is to have sex constantly.
God, this is not the right character for this. Can I change that young character though? How do I change character?
I thought you weren't weak. I thought you weren't weak, Alex.
No, this character ain't it. This character is not it for this map.
Oh, yeah, no, it's fine. I get it. You just, yeah.
What was it? What map was that? Okay, see, shouldn't pick girl for that one. That's a mistake.
There are a few things that fill the redneck's heart with joy, more like a mud run.
I don't play Junior on my fucking hoverboard.
If nothing fills your heart with joy quite like a mud run, you might be a redneck.
I used to watch that comedy group.
Blue collar comedy cunt.
Yes, I liked watching Larry the Cable Guy. Granted, I was like very young at the time, but you know.
The only thing that Larry the Cable Guy.
This was the right character for this, I think. Now, how do I get down?
Gravity, I believe.
I can't see where I am. Okay.
Oh, it's the old man. It's the real old man experience. I don't know where I am.
Okay, no, hang on. Hang on, you just got this. There you go. Just like that. Hang on. Okay, right. The camera angle is not working with me. Oh, is that Xbox Live on that TV, dog?
No.
Wait, or is that's Steam? Damn it.
It's Steam Big Picture mode.
Why? Yeah, who the fuck uses Big Picture mode? On a TV, too? This house is a disgrace.
I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna use Big Picture mode, you'd use it on the TV. But... You know, I consider big picture mode to be a horrible mistake that I have to deal with sometimes. Because I'll accidentally, like, I'll be trying to do something else, and then Steam will go, big picture mode! And then I'm just like, oh god, no, please.
And it makes noises where it's like, and it's like, no,
and you're like, oh god, the abyss is, you're just like, the abyss is taking me! The only times I've ever had to use big picture mode is there's some games that for whatever reason the default controller settings are garbage, but there's like options for changing the controls in Steam that you can only access through big picture mode for some reason. Yeah.
Oh, now I can play Pedro. Let's go. Oh my god. Yup. Alright, just confirming. Alright, let's smuggle this cocaine, boys. We've lost all of it. It's gone. We've failed.
You don't know that that's cocaine.
Okay.
Look, it's Amazon parcels.
Yeah. What with that blue bag that money is coming out of?
Amazon Pay.
I should slow down when I get there, huh?
They are very... Amazon is very... Can't say that, because they literally want to build, like, slave towns. So that's not great.
Wait, is that Jefe Bezos' design, dude?
What?
Jefe Bezos.
Is he a cow now? Like...
I mean, can you prove that he's not?
I can't, but science can.
Fuck.
We can't solve world hunger, but give me a vial of Jeff Bezos' blood and I'll prove that he's a human being.
Do you know in New World, you can't name your character Jeff Bezos?
Oh, that is the only thing I know about New World, yeah.
Which is hilarious.
I feel like in WoW you could probably, I mean, sorry, I need to quickly see if anyone's got a World of Warcraft character called Bobby Kotick.
I feel like at least one person has to, right? I want Jeff Kaplan. Wow. They're fine. Everything's fine. Oh god. Oh, those are bombs! They've been upgraded! Well. We had a good run, fellas! This car's gonna get fucked up now, though.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of them.
Yep.
That is really weird. Like, do you think...
That's hilarious.
Do you think that Jeffy B, like, came down from the mountain of money he sits on top of in his fucking cowboy hat? Because the man is, and this is true, an absolute fucking goober. He's also the devil himself, but he's the devil himself who, despite being an aging businessman's going, yes, I think I'm
despite being
hat.
literally fucking Lex Luthor looking ass, like.
There is nothing more fascinating to me than CEOs who haven't done a day's like honest work in their lives, going like, ah yes, cowboy hats. There's just, like, it happens so often and it just fascinates me.
It's so that they have the excuse to go, yeehaw, chuckle fucks.
Ah yes, as they all do. Yes, Bill Gates famously. Yeehaw,
that's the only reason that anyone.
Then again, I don't think I've ever seen Bill Gates in a cowboy hat. I have ever seen him dressed, seemingly cosplaying as the Columbine shooters in a black trench coat, holding a shotgun in front of like a badly green screened in Doom, saying, "Our computers are gonna be running Doom. Yeehaw, chuckle fucks."
Yeah, and he ended all of them out with yeehaw, chuckle fucks.
In 20 years,
I'm glad you know the history behind the hats.
In 20 years, I'm gonna vaccinate your children full of COVID autism. Yeehaw, chuckle fucks.
I believe it's autism.
You're gonna want to,
or maybe that's just what they give the crows.
No, it's the, it's one of the conspiracy theories about, the COVID. It's fine, that's how physics works.
It just kicked me out. It said, no, that's it.
You just got an achievement called Angelic.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
That's where heaven is, Ethan. Well.
I don't even.
This is also another very poor choice of character on my part, because this dirt bike is really fucking fast. Like, if I this is me full gunning it. Ready? I go pretty fucking far.
If you could snap your fingers right now, and
I can
and by doing so, suddenly become a successful VTuber, what would your gimmick be? And your thing?
Do VTubers have gimmicks? I thought it was just they just had the picture. I don't watch VTubers.
Well, I mean, there's like Gura, who like her thing is that she's a shark. She also started in the. I watch clips of them because I find the whole fucking thing fascinating. But I believe she had like a big fancy reveal thing, where she just kind of stood for a while and then just went, ah, and now that's just the meme because she just. I don't know if she did it on purpose, but it sure looked like she fucked her introduction. Feeling like this is another you can't turn.
No, I can still turn. I can just turn left. Can I turn right? We're gonna find out in a second. No, I can turn left and right. Well.
Okay, her bike looks like it's trying to beat her up.
The bike is dancing. I mean, it's dancing slowly, but it's dancing.
Do you
Please
think?
Don't send me all the way back. It sent me all the way back, Ethan.
Well, yeah, because the orange ones are checkpoints, and you didn't hit one.
Ethan, you're an orange one.
Actually, I'm currently grey.
Ethan.
You know, I've got a problem.
You're an orange grey.
I've got a problem, Alex.
That's one way to put it.
You know how you're the poop.
Yeah.
You know how
it's funny.
It's an achievement he got there, gentlemen.
I'm going, and you can't stop me. Look at the. I can't zoom in, but look, do you see her face? Look at her fucking face. She's just happy to be there.
I've got a problem, Alex, and that problem is, you know how other people who don't go outside get pale?
Yeah.
I've got a naturally kind of darker skin tone than some people. Like, it's been described by others that I have a less of a British skin tone, more of like an Italian skin tone, which means that instead of getting pale, I look like I've got jaundice. I turn grey and corpse-like instead.
Yeah, because you're dead inside.
I am.
Fuck.
This is
just like this person's dead for real.
This is a very fun episode. I'm very tired.
Yeah, I can tell, buddy, but it's okay. You know what? I'm having fun out here. I have 3 more McRibs waiting for me whenever I just feel the need.
Alex,
you know,
I want a McRib.
We should go get one.
Send one to me.
Okay, he'll be there in like 2 weeks.
It'll be there in like, oh fuck, you've got a lot of faith in me.
I mean, hey, you know, maybe. But that's bad. That was yep. You know what? That was a mistake.
Do you like card games, Alex?
I do. I love card games. I'm a big MTG guy.
Never played Magic the Gathering.
It's really good. It's really fun. The ones that I liked were the they're older now and they switched to doing Magic the Gathering Arena, where it's like you like it's I guess the equivalent of like Hearthstone in the sense that, you know, it's like the new set comes out, you buy the new set, the old sets like rotate out, shit like that. But they
sorry. Hold on. Did you see what her neck just did?
Yeah, that's normal. But
okay.
Yeah, but what the fuck was I saying now? But their old games used to be like, it was just, you bought it, and it had multiplayer, and then there was like a set amount of decks in there, and you can unlock more cards for the decks. And then you just basically pick what deck you want to go against people with. And all the decks were relatively equal in strength, so you didn't have the bullshit that, like, competitive MTG has, where it's like, oh, I'm going against a really good guy, and it's turn 2, and I've lost now. Like, it didn't have that, because all the decks were, like, pretty, like, relatively the same in strength, and, like, you couldn't, like, OTK people, like, on turn 2 with those decks. So, those were, like, some of my favorite games to play. I think Magic 2013 was probably my favorite. You know what? Let's throw the poop on just for you. There it is.
If you were
Look at
poop,
him.
if you... Oh, we need to get that one Digimon I talked about ages ago. You know, the one that eats poo.
Yeah. Why does this map have 30 FPS when the other maps didn't? Did all the maps have 30 FPS? Because it looks terrible now, and it didn't look terrible before.
I don't know. All I know is that you're slowly reversing.
Well, no, there's no way. I would have noticed this. This looks like hot ass.
Actually looks better to me, but that's because I can follow what's happening. Just jumping around on the other ones.
I have to... How the fuck? I'm in a four-wheeler. How the fuck? Okay.
You crashed, Alex.
Is this crash? Okay, I got it. I know what I have to do. I just have to take that, but... Really? Did a shotgun shell just come out of his pocket?
I think it came off the back of his things. The back of his thing's like always full of guns and shit.
Oh,
yeah, so
the FPS is bad. Okay,
shotgun shells
Alright,
and shit.
so I know what I have to do. I just have to come at this really, really, really fast.
Yep. The reason I ask about card games is because I've recently been getting more into card games. I think because I was playing Inscription on stream.
Yeah, I play like almost all of them, except for Gwent. Gwent is like the only one I think I haven't played.
You should try Gwent, mostly because then we could play Gwent against each other, and I could win because I'm good at Gwent.
Well, also you'd have more cards than me too, so that's kind of just how those games go.
honestly, it's really not hard to get Gwent cards. Like you get, like with some of them, like I used to play a decent amount of Hearthstone. But it was like a bit of a chore to like get the cards in Hearthstone. But with Gwent, the game seems like desperate to throw the cards at you, and that like what you're actually trying to get and what it's actually like the way it makes its money is by like getting you to try to get like the bonus shit, so you can get skins and you can buy like the fancy animated variants of the cards that mechanically are the same but they look a lot nicer and shit that. But actually getting the
I might try it then. I don't know.
Yeah. Because it gives you, like, full playable decks of each of... It gives you the base playable decks of each of the type of cards. With the exception of the Syndicate, but that's because the Syndicate came with, like, an expansion. Like, it gives you full Northern Realms, Scoia'tael... I don't know why I'm telling you this. Have you played The Witch?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know what any of those words that you're saying mean.
It's just the different kinds of decks. They've got different, like, mechanics.
Well, I mean, I figured that. Also, this is not me listing lazily to the right. That's the game. I don't know what's happened to my man. I think he has a concussion.
I play monsters in The Witcher. That's the deck I play.
Is that like a token deck?
Well, I mean, each deck has like different leader abilities, so you can build your deck around different stuff. And
I'm saying like the archetype, you know, like, because that sounds like a token deck.
No, actually, token stuff. Although there can be token stuff I think would be closer to Syndicate.
Okay.
The beast deck is like that I use at least is based a lot on like consumption. Like the biggest trick I have, because the way Gwent works is you have to basically try and get a higher number on your side of the board than the enemies for 2 of the 3 possible rounds that can be in a game. Which means a lot of the time, you end up realizing you're not going to win the first round, so you can see the first round, and then you just throw everything in the last 2, because then, you know, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
But, like, as one of my fucking go-tos is I have a card that's really high power, it's like 13 power. I play that, and then I have a monster consume it from my graveyard on my second turn. So that way I've technically got the same 13 power monster 2 turns in a row. It's really useful. It's a good game. Gwent's a good game. I like Gwent. It's like the only card game I'm any good at.
What's the classification you would call your deck then?
Consumption dominance. Because dominance is another mechanic. Where consumption is...
In terms of, like, you know, the generic, like, titles for
I don't know
like
what the generic descriptions are.
Mid-range. They all come from MTG, basically.
I've never played Magic the Gathering. Mine's built around two fucking mechanics. That are consumption, which is basically one card consuming another card and then basically consolidating its power in itself. Which you can use a lot to make, like, individually, like, crazily high power cards, or, like... If one card's been hit by a status effect, that means it's going to be gotten rid of. You can just use a consumption card, and then you keep the power of that card, but it just moves somewhere else, so it doesn't have the status effect. And dominance is something that wild hunt cards in a monster deck have.
I don't want to interrupt you here, but that was the only obstacle.
That was literally the only obstacle, and you hit it.
In this entire map, and I hit it and died.
It's incredible.
The family's fine, though.
Yeah, family's fine. Dominance is if you already have the highest number, the cards do extra shit.
Okay, so that's like...
It's basically if you've got a small... It's basically, as long as you can get a small lead, you can make it a big lead.
Yeah.
If you've got dominance cards. Which does mean that if you get, like, a bunch of... the problem is a lot of dominance cards are actually low power.
So they could just be, like, hit with, like, the small removal before you can buff them.
Yeah, and you can't really rely on them to establish dominance. They have to take advantage of a situation that already exists. Which is why I use consumption and dominance. Because then it means because you can get relatively high power cards that have massive drawbacks, and then you use a consumption card that gets rid of the drawback and keeps the high power. Mm-hmm. I've just been playing a lot of Gwent
I don't know what classification that'd be under, because I would have to see it being played, but okay, that sounds interesting.
You should give Gwent a try. I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, you like card games. You seem to like most card games, so...
Yeah, there's very few that I actually dislike. Actually, I can't even think of one that I dislike.
I know a lot of people who really like card games who don't like Hearthstone.
I mean, I understand why is the thing, too. It's because it's like... So what Hearthstone has done is, they do the thing that you can't do if you're playing, like, an in-person card game, which is the randomness aspects to it. Like, you play a card, and it's like, fair, another card gets played that costs this much out of, like, all the cards that you can play.
I'm not gonna lie, Gwent does a lot of stuff that's, like, transparently taking advantage of the fact that it's a digital I think if you're gonna make a card game that is explicitly a digital card game rather than a physical card game, you probably should do something with that. Like some of the shit that you can't do on a table.
The thing that I see people complain about in Hearthstone is that they lean too heavily in that, and so often games are decided by completely random factors from cards that do random effects.
Yeah, that's not great. Honestly, I mean, because you've got cards that have semi-random effects in Gwent. The Nilfgaard deck, for example, has quite a few cards that are like, you know, you play this card, and then that allows you to play, and then you are able to play, you know, one of 3 bronze tier cards from any other deck, you know, and it just randomly gives you 3. But then Gwent is split into, like, at minimum 2 rounds. So, like, it's not like... So even if you get some wild RNG bullshit in the first round, that won't be the decider for the game.
Yeah, in Hearthstone, if you get, a really good pull from a random card, that could decide the game. Which is why a lot of people in higher tier didn't like it. Like, there was this one guy I used to watch who just got so fucking salty, because I shit you not, he had the worst luck of any Hearthstone player I've ever seen. Every time if something could go wrong, it did. And it, like, almost never went in his favor. Ever. Even when it was, like, heavily stacked to go in his favor. It was hilarious, and I loved watching it.
That might be...
He's long since quit, though, and he's making his own card game. That's what it did. That's what Hearthstone did to him.
The random shit in Hearthstone might be why I never got into it. Because I've never been able to understand why I, like, never got... It's either I just never learned the game well enough to be able to actually think about how to make... Because I understand Gwent well enough to be able to deliberately design decks.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand Hearthstone for the life of me.
Here's the thing. With Hearthstone, I don't really think that problem is as bad when you're in the lower tiers. Because everyone has a garbage deck, including you, and it's just hilarious to see some shit happen.
The problem is that there's also a lot of people who just use, like, a Birth Warlock deck, and then they just buy card packs until they can make the meta deck. That's something I don't like. That's always been something I don't like in, like, especially digital card games, is when people are just like, I'm gonna make the meta deck.
Well, then the counter to that is making the anti-meta deck.
Yeah, but that's just the same problem.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but it's just like, because, like, certain cards are strong, so if you're going certain classes, they'll tend to be stronger with these certain cards in them. For the most part, though, in Hearthstone, the way it works is if you want to climb, and you're not, like, paying a lot of money, or any money for decks, you go aggro, because that's the best way to climb, because aggro decks is, like, requires very little investment. Control decks, on the other hand, which are, like, the decks that play the long game, have a lot of expensive cards in it, that shit is going to cost you a lot of money to build those decks.
God damn it, I want to play Hearthstone now.
This is a fun game. I don't know where it's at right now, because I haven't played in forever, but it was fun when I played it.
It's had like 600 expansions since I've last played.
Oh, yeah. Not gonna lie, I literally bought
Gwent has had
to Hearthstone.
Gwent has had one.
Purchased it.
Gwent has had one expansion. You know, that's what Gwent is.
Oh, there's a really good card game that I'm really sad about because it died. That was probably one of the most in-depth card games I've ever played that had like lost strategy. It was called Mythgard. It's dead now. They keep the servers up because like some people are still playing it, but it like never caught on exactly. But every single turn, there was so many fucking things you could do in a turn that it's like, it required the most thinking out of any card game I'd ever played. And that was a really fun game.
So, you know,
I'm sad about it.
You know Gwent is, I assume you know this, but you know Gwent is like, it's not the same game as the card game that's in The Witcher 3, but it's based on it. Its rules are quite different. It's got a bunch of different cards. Like, Gwent is an in-game card game in The Witcher 3 that was then, like, changed and expanded out to become its own card game.
I know of that, yeah.
I fucking hate Gwent in The Witcher 3.
Well, I mean, I think Witcher fans would crucify you for saying that, which they're gonna have to do next time, because our time is out, I believe, Ethan.
Oh, are you ready to keep talking about card games in the next episode?
Yes.
Card games on motorcycles.
But I'll tell you what, I'm having a lot of fun playing this really dumb game. I thought it would be like, I just laugh more at the crashes, but I'm just like actually just driving along with the Yang, well, what's left of the Yang family.
You see Cromp in that leaderboard though?
Yeah.
That's one of the avatars from the Point Star. I know that because I have it.
Okay, Cromp.
And Ninja Ghost there is also one from the Point Star. It's a Dota champion.
Okay, Cromp. Bye-bye, everybody!
Bye.